Good morning. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the homestead. I'm back down here at the barn this morning. It is another chilly spring North Idaho day. It was actually a blizzard earlier this morning. In our last video, you saw that Mike and I were doing quite a bit of work down here in the sheep's main pasture to get it separated by an electrical fence and a gate so the ram and the ewes can stay in this area but maintain their separation. I have another little bit of fencing to show you guys that we ended up doing at the end of the day. Didn't videotape it, but this is probably one of our favorite ones yet. Kind of seeming like anywhere mom goes, everybody else wants to go, but like I said, she just can't quite figure it out. So I guess we'll just leave her in here till she's totally ready to figure it out. All right, so I'm doing a little bit of work down here, getting all this old hay into a pile. I'm having such a fun time trying to get this little mama to follow the other mom and the baby over there. This gate just blew open. We're having a heck of a time just keeping everybody separate. Everyone's happy, but we're trying to be organized here. So she can't quite figure out how to make it over here. And then we have this little run right here that goes up into like a nice pastured area over there. They're loving it. We figured out pretty quickly that they don't want to be in there quite yet. I think this is a lot of grass and clover, and that's kind of just a lot of weeds. So they were escaping yesterday multiple times and would run just straight over here. So we kind of figured, you know what, we're just going to take this movable fence and make that into another pastured area. And that's where the ladies and the baby are hanging out during the day. Oh, here she comes. Chickens, though, they think that it's for them. She's a little skittish. Come on, little mama. Come on, over here. The gate into the ram's pen just blew open, so she ran in there, and I'm trying to get him out. Come on, over here. Come on, in here. We did it. I have it dialed down to a couple different reasons why I think they're much more content over here. The first one is the grass is just like way better. It's a lot of weeds over there, which they'll still eat, but of course they're gonna prefer like thick, nice grass and clover to that. So they immediately came over here. This is where they wanted to be. And the second reason I think they're more comfortable is because it's closer to like their main pen where they're comfortable. The main mom, she spent all winter in here next to the ram. So she knows that this is her safe place. So we haven't had any issues with them trying to escape. We haven't had any issues with her being like this nervous Nelly like she was over there. It was strange behavior. So they're super happy back here. They're content. We're gonna leave them in here as long as we can. I think they can work on this grass for a week or more, and then we're gonna kind of see what happens from there. We're gonna keep working on different pastured areas of our mountain so that we can keep moving these guys around. What are you doing? You're crazy. She's happy. All right, everybody is content down here. I think I'm gonna head back up to the house, see what Mike's up to. I think he was working on getting a video all edited for you guys of the projects that we've been doing around here. And like I said, it was snowing this morning, so it did get a little chilly. I think I'm gonna start a fire in the greenhouse, make all those plant babies happy. What? I'm gonna wash this door. All right, guys, fire's been going in the greenhouse. Mike is actually headed down to get the excavator. 80 degrees in there. I love it. Oh, I had to change. It's cold out today. The wind is just brutal. Mike went down to get the excavator. He left me up here. We are doing some work finally here in the garden, getting these raised beds. You can see that one. It's a little off. So getting these raised beds all like organized and in their permanent spots so we can really get to planting. So I'll flip it around and show you guys what we're gonna be doing. You're a good girl. All right, so last fall when we moved the spigot over into the garden area, it created a bit of a sinkhole right here. So he ran down to get the excavator. We're gonna just use some of this sloughed off dirt here to fill that hole in. I'm gonna get this hose, everything all cleaned up here. We're going to be building another raised bed right here. We're gonna make it just like these ones. Get this guy actually all emptied out so we can move it over nice and easily. We're just gonna kind of push it over this way, make it look good. Get this one back all filled in. Yeah, just get it looking really good here so that we can start planting and building a fence. Okay, we got this area nice and flattened out. Just a couple scoops of that dirt. It was perfect. So I think we're gonna go to the bottom now. We just left the log down there. We measured how big we want it. It's gonna be a 4x7 box. Mike has the log picked out down there. So we're gonna run down there with the four-wheeler, get it all cut and drag those pieces up and get it put together. Dear. I love when it works. Me too. All right, you guys, we got this brand new bed in here. You can see we did a layer of like straw and manure, and then some more like topsoil, mulch, peat moss kind of mixture on top. We had a whole bunch left over in this pile right here. So these are looking really good. I gave all of the beds a bunch of water so things can kind of start to break down and get ready for this new planting season. We have 12 raised beds, almost ready to get everything planted in. It's still a little bit cold up here. A lot of people wait until mid-May to get things planted up here in North Idaho. Some stuff you can plant beforehand. Here in my cold frames, I've got some cabbage, some broccoli, some spinach, some lettuce, and kale. We didn't have a full season last year. When Homestead Rescue was here, the garden kind of got like moved around a bit. So nothing really had an opportunity to have a full season in a permanent spot. So I can't tell you how excited I am to get things grown in here. It's going to be beautiful. We need to build a fence. That's kind of one of the next big things, but it was nice to get this all filled in and another bed built. Ooh. Yeah, so I definitely think that making one more bed was a good call for this garden area. There's going to be plenty of room for us to grow as much as we want, really. I mean, this is all not super new to us, but having a garden of this size and like of this quality, I think is new to us, and I'm really, really excited to get to growing this year, you know, and see kind of like what we can come up with.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked as well. Like you said, this is going to be the biggest and hopefully the best garden we've ever had. So we will see what happens. But yeah, I'm stoked that we got all this cleaned up. It looks way better. That was an eyesore that sat there all winter long. Yeah. So it's one of those things that it's really nice to see it cleaned up, especially since we see it almost every day.
For sure.
Looks good, the way it's supposed to look. So we're happy with it.
Super happy with it. And we do still need to get a fence up around this garden for multiple reasons. The deer, we don't have a ton of deer come through here, but every now and again, and a lot of people know that a deer can just like decimate a garden in a matter of minutes. And another one is the dogs. They're pretty used to being able to just like run all over the place, and they run through these beds. So to keep them out of here and out like off the vegetables and the plants is going to be ideal.
Yeah, really excited on it. Really excited on it. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys watching on this new channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing down below for a lot more of the homesteading type content. Yeah. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks guys. See you next time.